Welcome back to another episode of Put It on the List. We have an awesome show today. We break down a couple of trailers, literally a couple of trailers. We have the nerd news of the week. We share all the wonderful things we watched. We add some things to the list, and we end with our world famous double feature. Let's start the show. I'm Francisco, and I'm here with my ride or die. He just wants to go outside. Andres.
What's up, dude?
What's up, bro? We just want to see what's outside.
Is that what it is?
Man, what's outside the silo, bro? What's going on?
Nothing happy, apparently, depending on who you want to believe. But
yeah.
Man, that show is so good. I'm excited to talk with you some more.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
We're going to get into some spoilers when we start talking about it.
Good, because I'm like my first sentence is like a spoiler. It's a spoiler.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Cool.
How was your week?
Good, man. It's different. Here's my story. You ready for my stupid story? Here's my stupid story from yesterday.
Go for it.
So the last episode ever of Marvelous Miss Maisel was put online like 2 days ago or something, right?
Yeah.
Very excited. We were going to do nice little cocktail with it sitting there like, ooh, here we go. It's been a great season too. So we're excited and sad to see it go. We turned that shit on last night. We're like, all right, click, air. I'm like, what? Click, air. I'm like, play the episode beforehand. So we went and did that and it worked. Okay, like usually you got to refresh. Re-clicked, error. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go online and it turns out there's just a pile of the internet all pissed off because that episode for some reason is having technical issues on their Apple hardware. So there's like thousands upon thousands of people out there who cannot watch the final episode of The Marvelous Miss Maisel because Apple they screwed something up. Something is not clicking and it's just not working. It's like they didn't upload it correctly. It just errors out. So imagine that. Like, dude, like that's woo. Well, we got a Fire Stick and we got a Roku and we're going to try to fire those up later today and try to do some damage control. But man, talk about a smash in the face.
That sucks, dude. You change your chonies, you got a fresh set of chonies on, and you be like sipping on some, and then the carpet gets pulled from underneath you, man. That's gotta suck.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding? How do you screw that up? Man. Of all the episodes, of all the shows, of everything. I'm like, what?
I know.
Anyways, that's what today is for. And we got...
You went from a lot of talkie-talkie to no talkie-talkie.
To stunned faces. Like, wait a minute. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, man. But then, it's crazy because tonight's Barry, last episode. And I think Succession for you, people who are the four people.
For me and the rest of the humanity, yes.
You and the other four people. You like that?
The other 4 billion people, yeah. HBO's biggest show. Yes, that one.
yeah, whatever. And there's that one. And then Maisel, Barry, Succession, and there was one more.
Ted Lasso.
Oh, wow, it's happening this week too, man. So next week,
it's a lot of sadness,
dude. Next week,
it's gonna be a lot of sadness.
Next week is gonna be the sadness episode. Just tell listeners right now. Next week, that's pretty much what we're gonna be in for.
Everybody, get your shit together. Fucking get your onesies, get your chuppies, get whatever you need to console yourselves because everybody's gonna be a fucking hot mess. There's gonna be some anger.
Get your emotional support bottle of wine of your choice because it's
yeah. Some motherfuckers are not gonna land the plane.
Man.
I hope most do. Who knows?
We're gonna talk about it. Maybe we'll rank.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be that's a unique situation for 4 huge shows to all within like a week. I can't never think about that ever happening before.
I know.
That's wild. All right, man. But let's get into some stuff.
All right. First, real quick, Rest in peace to the Miss Tina Turner, the legend.
Yeah.
And rest in peace to Ray Stevenson.
Dude.
For me, Tina Turner, dude, I just remember the legs.
Yeah.
And I remember Mad Max.
Yeah.
And I remember What's Love got to do with it, even though she wasn't in it.
Her energy, man, was nuts. Like, she was like a force of nature.
Yeah. And I just remember those are like the things that I remember from my youth and Tina Turner. And the hero. Somebody needs to be a hero. Something like that.
Yeah, I think.
Can't remember.
Yeah, it's something like for Mad Max, for Thunderdome. Yeah, I remember. How you doing, Raggedy Man? Like, I was like, this is Tina Turner and this is cool. Not a great film, but she was like, remember that film has a lot of really cool stuff. Like, it's pretty memorable for being nuts.
It has some impactful imagery.
Dude, the idea of Thunderdome is still like pretty it prevails to this day. I mean, shit, they did an entire music video. Was it Tupac and Dr. Dre? Their whole music video was based on Thunderdome, like fucking decades later. So yeah, it had impact. So it was. And
also when the pandemic hit, WWE kept the doors open by doing a Thunderdome style setup where like people couldn't be on there, but there were screens everywhere and people would log in and it'd be like a bunch of zooms on the TV, on the dome. They called it the Thunderdome too.
Ooh, there you go, man. That shit just prevails. But yeah, that was a big deal. And she lit it up, man. She was just like, at 60, she was still like all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, impressive. And then switching over to Ray Stevenson, like, fuck, dude, 58. Way too young.
Way too young.
I still have no idea what happened. Apparently, he might have like passed away on set, like in the middle of shooting something. So I'm super curious what I meant. Mm-hmm. But as we were talking earlier, Rome on HBO was the first show that he made his big like breakthrough. Yeah, and that show was pretty damn good. It was kind of like a precursor to Game of Thrones, like. The level of like sex and violence and like period piece is like, holy shit.
And big budget production.
Big budget. I was like, Jesus.
Prestige.
Yeah.
The pre-prestige era.
I think it was also too expensive because they had to like cut it down for a second season and then had to like let it go after that point. I'm like, damn, that show was impressive. Like it was out there. Like it was good.
Yeah.
He was also funny. And the other guys, he just played like this, one of the bodyguards. I'm like, this guy's pretty funny. And then his final role, I think he's going to be a final role in Star Wars later this summer in Ashoka. He plays like an old fallen Jedi type guy. I'm like, geez, he had that looked like a badass part. Like seeing him in the trailer. Yeah. Like, this fucking guy.
He definitely had that badass look. Like he definitely looked like the guy that you don't want to fuck with.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know the guy.
The guy.
You look at, you're like.
The guy did not get enough hugs at all.
Yeah.
Like that was his character. Like,
he was probably a sweetheart, but just the way he could look, you know?
Yeah. But there you go. So rest in peace, both those folks. Man.
Yep. All right. Moving on to something a little bit more pink. We got trailers. Yeah. Speaking of pink, the first trailer is the Barbie trailer with Ryan Gosling and what's the girl's name? I forget the girl's name. Margot Robbie, yes. This is the full trailer. I think we watched the teaser trailer before. Mm-hmm. I still don't know what the fuck is going on. I guess you can drive to Barbie Land and come back. I don't know. According to this trailer, there's some pretty big actors involved. That was new. Will Ferrell's in there.
Kate McKinnon.
There was somebody else. Yeah, Kate McKinnon. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. The guy from Shang-Chi, he's in it. Yeah, I think somebody else. But anyways, pretty big cast. Lots of colors. Other than that, I don't know, man.
I am not sure how high on the list this was for me. It looks kind of like this might be one of those cold, crazy movies that's so out of its head. Like you have to like watch it and just be like, on some substances or something. I am really curious on the audience. Like who's the audience?
Who's it for?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you like this. My 7-year-old daughter is like, I want to go watch the Barbie movie. And I'm like, really? Like, she's 7
Mm-hmm.
and we're getting into some live action movies now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
This could be the
I mean,
bridge.
she hasn't cried at any of them as far as like I'm bored or anything like that. I don't know how far she's followed because like, the last one was The Guardians 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I may have pushed the limit there.
Mm-hmm.
But this one, I don't know, man. I don't want to do it. But
I mean, you don't want to sit in the theater with her.
yeah, I don't want to sit in the theater with her. Yeah.
Like, baby, I love you, but
I love you, but like, come on.
I love myself too. So where do I draw the line?
Oh my goodness. You sure you want to see this? It's a good thing that there's other movies that I can distract her with that are coming out. Because she keeps asking me about Elemental.
Okay.
And she keeps asking me about Transformers. She wants to watch Transformers.
I forgot that was coming out really soon too.
Yeah, next week.
Shit.
And then and she said she'll watch The Flash with me.
Ooh.
So
you
we
know
got
what?
those.
You might owe her. I don't know. You might owe her at this point.
No, I'm good. We're good. My sister right now, actually, as we speak, they're watching The Little Mermaid.
Oh.
So I'll report back.
The reports have not been terrible. Like, I think it seems like the trailer are worse than the actual what actually it's not being portrayed. I don't know. I mean, if people are loving it, cool. But I have a slight morbid curiosity. But I mean, I think I'd rather watch the Barbie movie first. So I don't know.
Then Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Me too. Just because I think Greta Gerwig and man, that's
And Ryan Gosling's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. So
ain't no hilarity in Little Mermaid.
No. It doesn't look good.
I don't know.
Anyways, moving on to the other trailer we're watching. By I say us watching, I mean me.
Uh-huh.
We got the new and the last trailer for The Flash. And I like it. I mean, I like it all, man. I just want to nerd out and I want to watch the movie. We've been saying it for almost a year. Can we just watch the movie?
Yeah.
And this one too. This one, they used some sort of mixture. It was like a Pink Floyd song, and it's the time song. Remember Time? It's off Dark Side of the Moon. I don't know if you know it, but anyways, if you're a Pink Floyd fan, that's what they used. But it's some sort of mix, to update it. But it looks cool. Lots of punchy, lots of explodey.
Yeah, so, I want to watch it. I mean, out of like the sheer, I feel obligated, and for the sheer nerddom of it, I gotta watch it and see what's going on, man. Because I mean, it's been building for so long, and if it wasn't for all those other multiverse Marvel things, like this seems like the more interesting one. This is like more the original story of like the whole multiverse thing from like the comics years before Marvel's getting into it. So I'm really curious.
They don't talk about that, huh? How Marvel likes to bite shit. But anyways,
I'm excited. I just want to see what they do because I mean they've had some troubled productions too with this whole thing too. So like, I know. I'm 90% there though for Michael Keaton. I think I'm not even gonna lie. I want to see some classic, cool designs, and I want to see what they do with it. I want to see if they just push it to 11 because I mean you got to at this point, right?
Mm-hmm. And it was really cool in the trailer because you haven't seen it in the trailer. Like there's when they cut to Michael Keaton and they reveal him, they cut to Danny Elfman's music from the original Batman. You're like,
top choice.
Shit.
Top choice. That's the right homage, man. They're doing the right thing. So I'm like, even if it's not like amazing, it's pretty good. I'm still gonna be like,
you want to get nuts?
Yeah,
let's get nuts.
I'm excited. I don't know when I'm gonna watch
it. That should be a good T-shirt, right? You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah,
2 more weeks, man.
Yeah.
Dos semanas. I think we will be going to the movie theater for that, sir.
You let me know. All right.
I'll let you know.
That'd be awesome.
All right.
All right.
Moving on to news and tidbits.
Yeah.
All right.
First thing, the writers still on strike. It's amazing that like it's still happening. It's such a, they're shutting down every production out there. They're delaying so much. Like there's going to be like 3 to 6 month gap of like new things, I think. And these are big product, like Marvel shutting down like everything, and Disney stuff, same thing. Like, dude, like, what are you guys doing? Just pay the writers. Like, they're only asking you for like residuals. They're not even asking you for like more money off the top, like up front. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you literally don't have to pay them anything. You're just giving them what half of the money that gets made. So it's nuts. And the amount of money they're gonna lose the studios by doing this is like makes no sense. It's like a cultural thing where give nothing, take everything. I'm like, dude. And what's really wild is the Directors Guild is about to go on strike along with the Screen Actors Guild. They're all within like 30 days of each other. So it's gonna get like the trifecta of like they might be waiting for these guys to just do that and then make a big deal, or to see where everyone stands in solidarity with each other, or they're all going to be at each other's throats. I have no idea, but man, it's costing so much money for these guys, and the end does not look like it's even being close to negotiated.
Sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We would know.
All right, moving on. We got the a little tracking. Speaking of Flash and Elemental, some of these movies that are coming out, the box office seems like it's going to be a little soft. For Flash, they were projecting it to be like around 120 to open, and now they're saying maybe around 70 million. That's a big dip.
Do you think they're just messing with the numbers to lower expectations, so when it does really well, they'll like feel even better about it?
Yeah. I was thinking about that too, where like they want to win, you know what I'm saying? And it's like they're kind of like just holding their punches and stuff. But like for the Elemental, they were saying they're expecting like 40 million. I'm like, man, kids want to go to the movies, you know what I'm saying? And 40 million doesn't seem like a lot, especially like people are starting to go back and families are starting to go back to the movies.
I can see us also maybe being 40 million, but I think over the course of like a month, it's gonna stay in there and do really well. I think it's gonna have legs, son. I think.
And maybe it's because they're both come out the same weekend. I don't know.
And at the same time, if it's good, people will go back again because I don't think it has much competition.
What's coming out 4th of July weekend? Because that's the big daddy usually.
I don't know.
And like the Flash is like the big daddy this year.
I mean, Guardians, and then now the Flash and Spider-Man. They should have held Spider-Man back for that.
Oh, is that what that is? Yeah. Is that when that's coming out?
No, it's coming out sooner than that. Everything's coming out like in the next like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure at this point.
Yeah.
We should have
I thought that was kind of interesting, you know, like some of these movies that aren't great, like are doing okay. Like, why would these movies all of a sudden take a dip? Which they look, maybe some of the people know what they're talking about. We don't.
Actually, I'm going to look that shit up right now. Oh, I know it's coming out. Indiana Jones is coming out, I think June 30th. And I think that's going to be hitting over the, it's a holiday weekend. So I think Indiana Jones is definitely the 30th. And that's the film for the holiday weekend, if you wanted to get into that.
Was the Spider-Verse movie the weekend before?
Spider-Verse, June 2nd, really soon. That's this week.
Spider-Verse is this week?
Spider-Verse comes out this week in a couple days.
Oh.
So there you go.
Guess what we're doing.
There you go. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Moving on. This looks like it could be really fun, man. I hope they pull it off. Will Ferrell and talks to play John Madden.
Yeah.
Man, that'd be dope.
Do you think it's going to be a straight comedy? I wonder what they're going to do. Like, are they going to try to tell his life or?
Yeah. I don't know. I think they were trying to tell like some of his actual coaching, the coaching era. So that's a period piece in the like early 80s. Because that's when he coached the Raiders.
Yeah, he was.
So, I don't know, man. It'd be kind of cool. He was young then. I think Will Ferrell's too old to play him that era.
Maybe they're going to use that technology to DH him. And then, that would be really funny if like 2/3 of the film were him as a coach. And then like the last third is him being like on the road doing his commentary and just saying crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Man. There's a lot of material to mine for this one.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully
me too.
It pans out and we can see that sometime in the future. Moving on, we got Amazon sets Citadel Diana series.
Did you watch any Citadel?
I watched the first 2 episodes and I like it.
Okay.
It's just too many things going on right now for me to be able to finish it or catch up or whatever. But apparently, and Citadel, that'd be like the mothership series that got renewed for a second season.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a spinoff, like as a la Law and Order and Law and Order SVU kind of way.
Yeah. I think they've already announced it. They're doing like different Citadel shows based in other countries to also bring the viewers of those countries in. Like, I think they're trying to like do one in India, and I think they're just trying to get like the Indian viewership way up. And I think it's a cool idea. They have like a show that just goes internationally to appeal to everyone. Like, that's interesting.
Yeah. They spent the money on it for sure.
Oh my God, they spent so much money.
It looks really nice.
I almost wonder if they spent so much money, they have no choice. They're just like, we just got to keep going.
We're in.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Lord of the Rings show.
Yeah, they're in.
They're in no matter what.
I do want to watch it. I think now that all the other shows are wrapping up, we got some bandwidth coming up in the next week. So maybe we'll start.
Yeah. For sure. All right, moving on. Disney Plus pulls Lightyear.
Yeah.
Office Disney Plus.
They just announced that today. That's
interesting.
It's a big movie. And I guess because it lost money at the box office, if they just pull
it's a lot of IP.
If they just pull it off of Disney Plus, they can claim a bigger loss tax wise. I don't know how that all works, but I mean, that's a big move. Like, it's a huge movie that they pushed. And we watched it when it first came out on Disney Plus and mostly enjoyed it. But financially, I mean, I think they made some mistakes with it here and there a little bit. How the marketing of it was not the right way to go for that film. After you watch the film, you're like, wait, why did they market it that way? Anyways, but they pulled it. And they're pulling so much shit. They pulled Willow. Like, they are trying to rake in that tax write-offs, man. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like, this is all new shit. People are subscribing to watch all this new stuff, like this unlimited content, and they're hacking away at the content.
Yeah.
But business
that was interesting too. And like, especially since, although a moderate success, I mean, it's still like big IP. I mean, it's Buzz Lightyear. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with you as far as them not marketing it correctly. Because the whole, like, it's a movie within a movie or a movie about the movie or a movie, it never really got the full explanation from the trailer.
Yeah.
But, man.
At the
Disney
same
Plus
time,
trying to get the taxes.
I can see kids wanting to watch it, though, just like in the background or something. Like, it seems like a really good.
Like Zenaida still remembers the cat.
Yeah, the cat's hilarious. Like, that'll.
Look at Socks, Dad.
Dude, if they leave it on there, they could probably sell a lot more Socks dolls, you know what I mean? Or figures. Like, that shit's hilarious. He was the standout of that film. Anyways, that's a bummer to hear. But business, folks, business. All right, let's move on.
All right, here we go. What we watch. Things that we watched. All right. What did we watch, sir?
Barry. Episode 7. Second to last episode.
Yeah.
We spoil it, or are we just going to be kind of keep it all loose and then we'll go super deep into it next week? What do you want to do?
Let's spoil it a little bit.
Okay. All right, listeners. Fast forward 6 minutes to get past the nonsense that we talk about second to last Barry. 6 minutes.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Already good. All right, man. Spoilers up. Fire away. Barry.
All right. This episode was a kind of a redemption episode for me because the previous episode was kind of like whenever they did the time jump, I was like, fuck you. I did not enjoy that. And I've been kind of apprehensive with the show itself.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, it was still a little, like some of it was a little predictable, but I did like I like the Hank having one grenade and shooting it. and then they get it trapped, and like for a second, I thought they killed them. Did you think they killed them?
Nah, but that shot was amazing. We watched it 3 times.
And I was like, yeah, it was an amazing shot. And I was like, man, that'd be kind of crazy of them for them to kill one of their people's favorite characters off screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that'd be cheap.
So there was that, and fucking Sally, man, still pissing me off. Just being a nuisance. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out. This episode was a lot better than the last one, and this whole Raven thing is kind of. I'm trying to buy into it. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I don't know. It's just Fuchs, it's just Fuchs. But we'll see what happens. One episode left. I think, remember I told you nobody's gonna live by the end of the season. I still think that. I mean, who's gonna be alive? Kusuno, maybe. And then everybody else can just go fuck off.
I don't even know if they're building towards that at this point.
I know, but it's just it'd be kind of cheap. Like, what? These are horrible people. They're all horrible people, bro.
Yeah, but
there's not a nice one in the bunch.
I think Kusuno, his goose is cooked, for lack of a better term. After he got pulled in by like that fake agent, and he went to that room, and they were all sitting there staring at him, like, so do you have something you want to tell us?
Yeah.
So he just got busted. And it's funny because he got busted because of his own stupidity. Like he just can't stop. And he totally screwed himself. And so there's that. And then we get to finally find out that his son's alive. That was helpful. And then they put all the pieces back in LA. You know what I mean? They time jumped and spread, and no one knew what the hell was going on. And then like an episode ago, now everyone is back in the same zip code or whatever you want to call it, and now some shit's gonna go down. And Sally got grabbed because she's an idiot. And I like where Hank's going. It's it's all nonsense. The whole show, it's buried. Don't try to make sense of anything. Like, what do the Ravens guys do? They don't do anything. They just kind of hang out and have machine guns for some random reason.
And they keep multiplying. Every time you see them, there's 4 more. There's 6 more.
And I love the fact that it's like a multi-ethnic group of like different folks from like
different scumbags of all sizes and ages.
I have no idea what's happening anymore. Like, we could take them out for a nice dinner if we're gonna torture people. Like, take them out for a nice dinner.
And like this whole finding love in these weird women kind of thing is kind of like, I don't know if it's like the right mood setter. I don't know. It's kind of off-putting a little bit.
It's just to pay off some jokes. That's literally I think what they're there for. And like they serve no purpose other than some jokes. We got all the pieces set up for tonight's finale.
I wonder what the runtime is going to be.
Oh, good point. I don't know. I don't even want to know. Like, I just want it to play and it ends when it ends. You know what I mean? Like, if I know it's 30 minutes and we're 25 minutes in, like, okay, here we go. Versus like, you never know.
All right. That's it for me. I just wanted to point that stuff out.
It's plenty good. It's different. And I'm trying to like give it some credit because it's been amazing overall. But let's see if they land it. If they land it and it makes sense for some of the stuff, then maybe we'll give them credit. Maybe the kid. The only way I can say that the time jump can be justified if the kid is somehow like the redemption, like from these characters or something. Other than that, not quite understanding. Sally's gone. She's off the reservation.
Waste of space, dude.
I don't know what to tell you. But man, she's such a good actress playing that character. But we'll find out. And is that
like she's definitely up there with Skylar now. Skylar, her. There was somebody else somewhere else in another show. Now it's a trifecta. I'll remember the other lady's name.
We'll have a show just for all 3 of those ladies so you can watch it.
Oh my God, that'd be torture.
All right.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
All right.
No.
Are you
all right? Moving on.
Good?
Yep.
All right.
Moving on. Platonic. starring Seth Rogen and
Rose Byrne.
Thank you very much. I watched the first 3 episodes, man.
Hey,
Hilarious.
What platform is it on again?
Apple Plus.
There you go.
Don't miss.
I think Christina started watching it, and I think she stopped because she's like, I think we just got to watch this together. I'm like, all right. Start digging it.
You too good for Seth Rogen?
No, I was just working.
Too cuddly? Is he not cuddly enough? It was pretty good, man. I like the jokes. The show thrives on the chemistry between Rose Byrne and Seth Rogen. So I think they both know that they jive off each other, and they're like, let's make a show now. And that's basically it. And it's pretty funny.
Cool.
Joe Rogan plays a recent divorcee.
Seth Rogen.
What did I say, Joe?
Yes.
Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen plays a recent divorcee, and he's a brewmaster at a local pub. Yeah, at a local pub in the Arts District.
Oh.
And and she's coming back into his life because when he was dating his ex-wife, Rose Byrne told him, "Don't marry her; she's no good for you." And he married her anyway, so they kind of drifted apart after that. And now that he's divorced, she's coming back into his life.
Okay, I mean,
to try to help.
Apple, like you say, they mostly don't miss. And this looks funny. I'm always happy to watch a new funny thing.
Mm.
And those two together have been funny. Like in The Neighbors, they filmed 2 films together already.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that montage of them like dressing up the baby in different fucking outfits was hilarious. It's always funny. And yeah. They do a good job. And it's funny. It's kind of like it's light, so whenever going from watching Barry or Silo or some heavy shit like that, and then
we will totally do that. We will cleanse our palate sometimes at night if we watch something crazy. We're like, let's watch some baking or something real quick, just to kind of let's not go to bed
just to get that out of your head.
Yeah, but that's cool, man. That's great to hear. I'm excited to watch it now. Something else,
because it's good.
The slate is about to get emptied in the next day or two.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool.
They're really 25-minute episodes.
Perfect.
So they're, nothing too crazy. I swear Barry's long this season. The episodes are long this season, right?
It could be. Some of them are, yeah.
Yeah, what else? There was something else that I'm like, I swear these used to be half an hour. Now they're like 45 minutes to an hour.
I like it when they break the rules, though, because you're like, you never know. Like, I don't want to know.
I guess.
Like, when it's going to end, just give it let it breathe the amount it needs to breathe. Don't drag it out, but don't shorten it. Like, just be appropriate. Like this stupid podcast that these 2 guys are on. We don't time it. We just do whatever we're going to do, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
Yeah.
And it feels right.
Badass, because we're badass.
Exactly. We can be badass at 30 minutes or badass at an hour 30. Let's not do an hour 30.
Let's not do. There's a lot of talking.
It's a lot of editing.
All right. So there we go. Next up.
Yeah.
Also on Apple Plus, Silo. All the way up to episode numero 5.
Yes, sir. All right. Let's just
5 episodes in.
All right, listeners. Let's do it. We're going straight into spoilers. So, all right, listeners.
Conspiracy Corner.
Conspiracy Corner. That's a good one. All right. So fast forward to not listen to the current conspiracies unless you've already watched up to episode 5 of Silo. Listeners, fast forward 7.5 minutes while we ramble about Silo. Maybe even 7 minutes.
All right. Hey, a motherfucker dies every episode.
Right?
What is going on?
Dude, I love that.
Every episode somebody dies. I'm like, damn, I was just liking that motherfucker. And he's gone now. Like, I like the sheriff. Oh, I like the mayor. Oh, I like that guy. I like the deputy. Oh, fuck you. I don't like anybody.
I like Rashada Jones.
Because they're going to die.
It's like, oh.
I know.
Man, what's crazy is like, I keep wanting to be like, before this one event thing happened, which we're not really clear on, there have been no murders for like, I don't know how long. And now there's like a murder every other day.
Yeah, and they keep covering it up. So maybe they've just been covering it up.
Could be. But dude,
these guys learned all their law enforcement shit from fucking Tijuana, Mexico, man. They fucking have zero accountability or fucking integrity or anything, man. They're just like fucking, oh, let's just say that this is for the public. Hey, man, what do you got on my lunch? What the fuck out of here, bro? They went to the same academy over there, man.
Zero safety nets. They haven't learned in like how long? Zero safety nets. You think they'd put a net up every like 5 or 10 stories just in case?
Yeah, just in
Zero
case.
safety nets in this place. Like no OSHA, definitely no OSHA, no nothing. Dude, and like, yeah, I'm at the point where like anyone's gonna die at any point. I'm like, yeah, so we're just gonna walk by and push them over the fucking rail, and that's it. Because you're gonna fall for like 20 minutes until you hit something. Apparently, like imagine that shit. Like 200 stories up and down. Like, dude. And then what are some other? There's so many things going on. I love the layering of the mystery. I love how like every episode there's like the dude like, do you know what's behind this door? Don't ever want to know what's behind this door. Like, oh,
yeah. I just want to know, man. The common door, right? Was behind the what's it called? The janitor's door.
Yeah,
janitorial.
My dad told me that the janitor.
Common is good in this one, man. He's a fucking dick.
He's very different though. It's like he's very like himself, but he's good. He doesn't fit in with everyone else. Like everyone else is like out of like extras from like the Matrix film in the future, and he's kind of like in between those worlds. But there's so much going on that's so interesting. It's like I love how they don't overdo it. Like it's nice and mellow. It's not like over the top crazy, but crazy shit keeps happening. You're like, oh, like the subtlety in this world is like nice. Like it's not like a chase scene every 15 minutes. I'm like, what are they gonna do? Run up and down the stairs for 10 minutes? How predictable was that scene when Common pushed the dude off the fucking thing? I'm like, immediately it was like, okay, here we go. Like you,
I'm gonna make you my shadow. Do you swear? Blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, run! Get the fuck out of there! You're a toast. I think he was toast as soon as they showed us his face.
Dude, I keep getting anxiety. He's like, oh. I'm like, oh, this guy doesn't have the face of a leading man. He's not going to survive.
No.
He's the face of a dude who gets thrown over the fucking cliff. I get like anxiety when I'm watching Juliet climb down the giant Matrix cavern at the bottom that she just happened to discover. Like, that thing's massive.
Yeah.
Like, dude, and like when she almost fell into the water, I'm like, how you're not gonna have the upper body strength to pull yourself up like a fucking 200 yards, and if you fall, you die forever. Like you know what I mean? Like that shit. Like I would never go down there ever. I'd poke my head out of the cave at the top to see, okay, that's cool. There's shit down there. I ain't never going down that place. And she's just like all over the place.
Yeah. No, it was good, man. I love when they did they had to shut down everything and they had to go into the steamer. That was a good episode.
That sequence was, it's like a nice little side story, but I was like, holy shit. Like, it was like one of the best sequences in the whole damn series. It had nothing to do with the main storyline. And I was like, but I gave a shit. Like, that's how well done it was. Like, this show was really well done. Like,
and you forget that you want to go outside. You want to go see what the hell's going outside. So all these little side stories that got you going, forgetting about it for a little bit, about what's going outside.
And I think
that's really what's...
Yeah. And I think they announced that season 2 is already going forward. So I'm like, that's dope. And there's because it's a series of books, and it's like 5 books, I think, and some are like prequels, some are more sequely, and I'm in. Like I there's so many cool characters and so many cool little scenes, and it's so quirky and it's great sci-fi. It's dark, but it's not like super dark.
That guy's funny, huh? Tim Robbins. He's loopy as fuck in this one.
He's good in it, man. And everyone's.
I'm just gonna try to drink as many bottles as I can. Drink all the wine and shit before he's.
The world ended. You know what I mean? Like they're just barely struggling to keep their shit together. And I love how they just have like an unending supply of alcohol apparently, and all those bottles are like super dusty and beat up because they're like 130 years old or something. Yeah.
It's funny. It's funny how, like that aspect of it. I think they've mastered a way of making new shit where they can drink whenever they want. But like when they find the old stuff, they're like, "Ooh, this is old."
Yeah.
Really good. I wonder how old it really is. What if it's present time, bro?
Ooh. And they just lied to them. Like, they've been 100 years. I'm like, really? It's been like 7 years.
Yeah. Yeah. Like The Village. What if it's like The Village?
What if we I've got no predictions. What do you want to see for like the last half of the? I think it's 10 episodes. There's still like 4 more episodes left.
I don't know if I want them to go outside yet, because like I think once they go outside, it's gonna be like Lost. Remember when like Lost was one thing and all of a sudden everything was like 100 miles an hour and like go 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 go, and more shit gets thrown at you, and you're like, what? Trying to make sense of everything, and that can't be real. That doesn't add up. I kind of like how it is right now in the silo. So I don't know if I want them to get out this season yet.
I'm sure
we'll see.
We'll find out. And shout out to Rebecca Ferguson. She's killing it in this role. Like,
she's killing it.
Like whoever like suggested her agent saying, I think this is a good job. Kudos to all those folks. I mean, this is a hell of a fucking role, and she's just chewing it up, man. She's chewing it up. It's so good.
Yeah.
Anything else to add?
No, I think that's it. I'm good.
Yeah, huge fan. Even Christina loves this show. She's like, "When's it coming on? When's it coming on?" So it pulls in everyone. I guess it's just good. I love the designs. So good. All right, let's move on.
Next, I watched a couple small shows on FreeVee. FreeVee is a channel that you can get on Amazon Prime for free. So even if you don't have Prime, you can watch everything on there for free on FreeVee. And one show is called Jury Duty. Shout out to Sarah for letting me know. And the other one is called Primo, created by Shea Serrano. Jury Duty, it's kind of like a semi-reality show where like everybody's an actor except one guy, and they get selected for jury duty. The judge, everybody, the bailiff, everybody's an actor except the one guy in the jury duty. And things just like, they go out for dinner all together, and they're all improv actors, so things escalate. And he's like, man, I've never had so much fun in jury duty before. And like they're getting fucked up, and it's reality, you know what I'm saying? And at the end, when it's time to like, deliberate and give a judgment for the case, that's when they reveal it to him that he's part of it, or this is part of it's fake, and da da da. And it was his reaction to it was really wholesome, and it was kind of like a nice, friendly, cool thing. It never got too out of hand or fucked up or anything like that. It was just really entertaining and wholesome in a weird way, even though they were keeping him in the dark.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
How I've been on jury duty, and I've gotten more summons for jury duties.
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck do you know you're not on a real jury when you don't go to like a real courthouse with a real judge and real security and real bailiffs and real having
no, it was a courthouse
and spend fucking 30 minutes to an hour looking for parking and fucking calling out for work and sick? And how do they not know?
No, it was quote unquote a big case, and they put him in a hotel room. They were separated from everybody.
This is suspect. Yeah. I'm curious.
All right. Okay, Mr. fucking Peruvian bear over here.
Yeah, the Peruvian bear is smelling some stink on this
bullshit.
One.
You call bullshit on this, but fucking walking, talking bear is fine. So your suspension of disbelief is like, oh, it ends with the walking, talking bear?
They don't have a fucking actor in the show that doesn't know it's a fucking movie. They're like, you show up, they're going to be talking to a
It's not an actor. He's a real person.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. There's like a person who's not aware that they're, I don't know. We'll see. As long as it's fun, people are having a good time, go for them.
Wow. And listen to this, everybody. This guy hates nice things. Next up, let's see how Andres shits on this. This is created by Shea Serrano, and it's about a young man in high school growing up in San Antonio with his widowed or divorced mom, and she's been helped raised by her 5 brothers. So he has 5 uncles, and her helping him raise him, and a bunch of crazy Mexican shit happens. So it's pretty funny. They're all like a different personality and stuff. And we got the one uncle that's in the military. One runs like a landscaping business. One's just a hippie. One's a gangster. One's a this and that. It's pretty funny.
Sounds funny.
And they all give him bad advice.
Do what I do. Be successful at running at a gas station. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down to see that. We both like him on the rewatchables and stuff. So like easy sell right there. And what's trippy is this whole FreeVee thing came up like 6 months ago or something. I was like, what the fuck is this? We used to watch a bunch of stuff on Prime. Then it became all unavailable on Prime, but then it was available again on Prime, but under this FreeVee banner. I'm like, what? Like I did not understand that completely, but I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna go with like, what choice do you have? You know what I mean?
Before FreeVee was called the IMDb channel too, so I don't know if you saw that floating around.
Okay,
it was called the IMDb channel, so they changed it to the FreeVee. So, but yeah, this is super lighthearted, coming of age. Should I ask the girl out? Do you think she likes me? Kind of thing. Sure. No, Primo, this is what you should do. Blah blah blah. You know, and so it's just a coming of age. It's pretty funny stuff. Matthew watched it with me, and he got some giggles. So, you know, whenever I get him to react to something, I'm like, good. You know, instead of being super, it's cringe and no cap. My life is over. Blah blah blah.
What is no cap? You sent me some video of these dudes talking, and I'm like, I don't know what anyone is talking about. And you're like, I know people who talk like this. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
No lie, basically. So if you cap and say like, oh, Andres, you're capping, that means that you're lying. So no cap means no lie.
Is that a good thing or bad thing? I'm so lost.
What do you mean? It's just a phrase, good or bad thing. It's like, say, Andres, you're like, oh, I fucking used to play basketball and I scored 1,000 points. And I'd be like, capping. You're capping. And you're like, no, I'm not capping. Yeah, you're lying. Yeah.
Stop capping.
So yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You know, the world, you know, the youth moves on and they find different vocabulary.
Seems like a stretch.
When you used to, when you were a kid, what did they say? The rad.
Yeah.
In your circles was rad.
Yeah.
And what else? What else was in the metalhead?
The lexicon. Oh man, I don't even know.
Hate. Hate was a popular word probably with you guys. Like, I hate everything.
Yeah, but that's been around since the medieval times. I hate eating burn at the stake. I hate that. Catching the plague. I hate that.
Yeah. I hate that canary bird. I'm gonna eat it.
Oh, look, I got drafted for World War II. I hate that.
I don't know if that's a metalhead thing, but
doubtful. Pretty universal. Think about it.
Yeah. So anyways, FreeVee. Primo and Jury Duty. Michael Martin is in Jury Duty, and he plays himself. So the guy's like, oh, and he's like always trying to get Marco Madsen to sign things for him. It's pretty funny.
Trippy.
And Marco, there's an episode. Oh, I won't spoil it.
Don't spoil it.
Pretty
I'll French it. I think Michael Madsen's a madman now. So
Martin, yeah.
All right, moving on. What else we got?
Moving on. All right, this is a Andres show, The Great.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to talk about this a little bit today. Season 3 came out on Hulu probably 2 weeks ago, and I didn't even know it was coming out. They just dropped it, bam, and super digging this season for the most part. The first 2 seasons kind of focused on like their relationship of the two, and this one is more like they've kind of like settled in, and now they're dealing with like how to run a country, how to deal with like the immense politics of all the crazy shit that they have to deal with like running a country, and it gets really interesting and fun, and like you realize like the amount of moving parts that they deal with is like ridiculous, and how he's suited for certain things and she's suited for other things, and how they kind of like have to come together to figure it all out. And with them just being themselves in the process and dealing with all the crazy people in their lives. And it hasn't missed a beat. It was like, there's is just as damn funny as the first two seasons. And highly recommend Still the Great, I think, for the most part. Like if you like the first two, this kind of settles in and they're kind of just doing their thing now at this point, and it's really, and they're both at the height of their game. Like their acting and the writing for these characters are like, holy crap. So I don't know what else to tell you without spoiling anything. I'm not gonna. That's The Great on Hulu, season 3. Hilarious.
Cool beans.
Hilarious. How far did you get with The Great?
I watched like most of the first season. Never finished it. It was fun. I liked it. It just kind of got pushed off to the side.
Because they turned that shit to like 11 at the end of the fucking first season. You're like, holy shit. And luckily we didn't start watching until like the second one had already existed. So we just went straight into it. And we were like, dude, this is nuts, but it's really good.
Almost over, huh? Is that the last season or are they doing another one?
They haven't announced.
They haven't announced?
Yeah.
I know that both those actors are pretty busy.
Yes, very much so. I believe one is in the shortlist for James Bond, possibly.
Well, what? And wasn't he rumored to be also the bad guy?
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he's playing. Apparently, it's a shoo-in. Nicholas Holt's gonna be playing Lex Luthor.
Lex Luthor, yeah.
A little young for Lex Luthor, but we'll see what happens. He's a fucking hell of an actor, so we'll see.
Yeah,
maybe he'll act old.
Yeah. Well, the last one was pretty young too. Been scrawny, even worse. What was his name? From Social Network.
Oh, dude, that was. Let's not talk about it. Let's move on.
All right, new to the list. All right, here we go. We briefly talked about it. Yeah. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
This week.
2. Yeah, this week. So excited.
I'm
excited.
I'm trying to contain myself.
I missed watching the first one in the movie theater. I'm not going to do that this time.
I was not sure what to expect, and I was so nervous taking Christina to watch the first one in the theater, and she didn't even know what we were watching. I'm like, just watch this. Just trust me. I've heard good things. And like, I don't even know, 20, 30 minutes into the film, she like leans over and she's like, this is amazing. I'm like, this shit's awesome. Dude, we probably watched it like a dozen times. It's such an achievement. And this film is probably going to be the same.
Hopefully. I like the villain already, or whoever this villain is that they've showed so far. The Spot, it might be just like the first 5 minutes, but I like him.
I'm excited. But yeah, all right, what else we got to do?
All right, new to the list. It looks like they put John Wick to rent. John Wick 4.
Yeah, I think it's like on the usual
$20.
Yeah, the usual site. And that means probably, well, it's not is it to rent for $20 or to buy? I don't know. It's available.
They'll do that where they're like to rent for $19.99 and to buy for $24.99.
And then like you wait 2 more weeks and you can rent it for like $5 and you wait like,
or it'll be on Max,
or you wait 2 weeks later and then it'll be on one of the streamers. I like to hold out.
Yeah.
Like for Dungeons and
Dragons. I'm excited, man. I've heard lots of good things. Some people are ranking this pretty high up in the John Wick universe.
I'm excited. I know I need to be prepared because it's like a 3-hour John Wick film. Dude, 3 hours. That's like some Lord of the Rings shit with John Wick just running around shooting people.
Make sure you put on your Depends. Or
just have a bucket. Whatever works.
Or just have a bucket. Yeah, whatever.
So yeah, John Wick's. That means it's going to be coming even sooner for cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. One more thing real quick on added to the list. I saw on Peacock they put season 5 of Yellowstone. So
last season?
There we go.
This is the final season.
Could be the last season. Yeah, they're gonna do spinoffs after this.
All right.
Because they don't want to pay what's his name? He's acting up a little bit. He's getting a little too senile.
Kevin Costner?
Yeah. He's like, what do you mean I have to come to work? You don't want to. Because he's in another movie, he's directing or something like that, another movie. So he's focusing a lot on that. So he doesn't want to go to the Yellowstone.
Okay.
So he might get written off.
I got to check it out still.
Yeah. I like it, man. Bang, bang. Cowboys in it. And bang, bang.
Tyler Sheridan?
Yeah.
Hey, all right. With that show that are on Paramount, which would you recommend to watch first? The 1891 or the 1921? Or
I think the 1883 would be the one to start with. They're both really good. It's just 1923, it's going to be a continuous story, and 1883 is kind of like a one shot.
Okay.
Yeah, but the acting is pretty good on both, man. And yeah, it's pretty good. Also, Mayor of Easttown too. So
yeah, that one keeps popping up. So I gotta, again, once the thing starts getting cleared, I'll start picking up some other stuff.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Moving on, we got our world famous double feature.
Get that in yourself.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
we got we're going with friendship. A lot of these shows that we watch, man, is about friendship, good, bad, otherwise, so we went with friendship themed. What do you got?
Sure, I'll go first. And man, I have two on my list, and they could not be more different. I'll tell you the other one, but I think I realize which one I'm going to go for. And you can kind of be interchangeable on some of these too, except for maybe the first one. And basically, for my friendship themed film, any of the Toy Story films, more like 2, 3, or 4, just because of the friendship between Woody and Buzz, especially the second film where they go on a rescue mission across town to get Buzz back. And I'm like, that movie's adorable. Those movies are awesome. And they're so, like, their relationship is so tight, and then it kind of, accumulates in Toy Story 4. And you don't realize how attached you are to these characters until, like, towards the end of Toy Story 3, and the same thing with Toy Story 4. Like, fuck. Like, are you kidding me? Like, how did they do that? They got me right. Fucking stop doing that. And then they do that. And I'm like, oh, so good. So good. So that's like my friendship thing, man. It's Toy Story. Which is funny because we were talking about Lightyear earlier. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta throw a shout out to, like, what that was actually based on to begin with, and how, like, it's important. This is a big thing. And not just that, but I mean, those fucking films kind of revolutionized animated films. Like, that was like the first big 3D thing that they showed they could do with the technology and good storytelling, and that just kind of like changed things. So I was like, holy crap. But so that's mine. That's my friendship one. Woody and Buzz. What do you have, sir?
Interesting enough, I also have an animated film. My film is Big Hero 6, which is a doozy. And man, I remember watching it in the theater, and I'm like, man, this is really good. Wiped some tears off, like the Andy and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And it was really good. And recently, maybe 2 months ago, I watched it with Zenaida for the first time.
Okay.
And she loved it. She was so sad when Baymax got stuck in the alternate universe or whatever that was. And I had her make sure that she watched the ending. Look, he's back. He came back, because she was distraught. But it's such a good movie. It's well done, and all the characters are, great and fun and caring, and it was a great film.
The designs in that film were so good, and like the action, and like that bad guy who had that cool mega Lego power, let's just call it. I'm like, dude, this is fucking so cool. There's so many cool set pieces. The fighting at the end where they have like their little suits and they have to train and learn, and they're like, and there's like that chase scene through, is it San Francisco? I mean, it's so cool. Like, there's so many awesome things. This movie is fantastic. Big Hero 6. It does not get enough kudos. I know they made a TV show or something out of it, but
Baymax.
It deserved a straight up sequel, like a full on like sequel, because it was good.
Yeah. So there we go. Unknowingly, we went both animated. That's crazy. Big Hero 6 and pick a Toy Story.
Yeah, sometimes it's scary how close we get with that randomly. Like,
I know.
Here's the other one. Here's my backup pick. Was because we were talking about Ride or Die, The Town, because Jeremy Renner and Ben Affleck's characters are so like, dude, Jeremy Renner goes to jail for like 10 years to save Ben Affleck or whatever it was. Yeah, and like those dudes, like in that one scene, like, hey, we need to go to a place, we need to do a thing, and you can't ask me any questions. Yeah, he was like, your car, mine. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Put your guns down. Fuck you.
That movie was awesome. Yeah, so there you go. Friendship, happier. Like I said, it could not be any more opposite film between Toy Story and The Town.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Well, that does it We finished another one.
Yes, we did.
And another one.
Yes, we did. I think this one's going to be under an hour, too. Amazing.
Wow. All right. Any last comments, concerns, gripes? You got anything? Get off your chest.
I'm waiting. I think next week's episodes are going to be really fun and interesting. And I kind of want to do a thing where I look back on like Marvelous Miss Maisel and talk about some of the achievements that it's done, like how it did things on TV that other folks have never done before, or a TV show and shit like that. And like Barry, like what are our top Barry moments, and like what was the moment where like, holy shit, this is like next level. When you realize like this is good, but it's like, holy shit, this is like elevated. Like they're just going for it. And yeah, I don't know. I wish I need to fucking watch Succession so we could talk about more Succession, because I know you probably want to talk about Succession.
Yeah, and everybody else.
Yeah, I guess if I start watching it, maybe the rest of the world will start watching it too. And
no, I'm saying everybody else wants me to talk about it. Like they're waiting for your bitch ass to fucking catch up.
We'll have a whole...
No, everybody's already watched it. Mm-hmm. They're just waiting on you.
They're just like, come on, buddy, get on the boss. We're waiting.
Because I can talk about it and you'd be like, doo-doo-doo. You'd be like cousin Greg the Egg. Yeah. That's a Succession reference.
I hope so, because I did not get it. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else for next week that you're looking forward to? Shit.
Yeah, I hope we're not totally devastated and we're like be able to like separate the sadness of all these shows being over and strive through.
All right, cool. Well, until next week, sir.
Yep, that's our show. Thanks for listening, everybody. Please like and subscribe, leave comments or recommendations. Are we missing anything out there? Because we will watch. All right. I'm Francisco.
And I'm Andres.
Have a great week. That's our show. Bang, bang. 2 nerds, 1 pod. Put on the list. Vamonos.